Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Sophie and welcome to Smith on Beauty, where we talk about all things beauty, skincare and hair care. And I'm talking about all three of those things with my beauty travel hacks and travel tips. Now this video is inspired by my upcoming trip to Miami, which is in just a few weeks' time, and the sun is out today, so I think that's a good omen. Now I have done a lot of travel, and over the years I have learned so many tips and tricks, sometimes the hard way, and I'm going to share them all with you today. So tip number one is to pack some beauty in-flight essentials. So there's 3 essentials I recommend. First up is moisturizing eye drops. Now I like the Murine Advanced Eye Relief eye drops. I don't currently have any with me, but I'm definitely going to be ordering them before my next trip. So if you find you get bloodshot, red, dry, itchy eyes on the flight like myself, these really do provide relief. I probably pop them in 2 or 3 times, maybe on an 8-hour flight, and they make so much difference. I highly recommend. Next up is a good facial hydration spray. I like to use this one from OMOROVICZA, and it's the Queen of Hungary mist. So it features lots of different lovely waters like sage, orange blossom, as well as thermal waters for hydration. And it also has such an amazing scent. I just spray it liberally and add a lovely scent to the plane, because you've got to admit, they never really smell that nice. And I just find it's a game changer in terms of hydration to the skin. It's also a lot more handy than a moisturizer, because you don't have to be like dipping your finger into a moisturizer or any kind of serum, which is obviously not that hygienic on a plane. So the final product is a good lip balm. I like to use this one from Bondi. So this is the Pout Lip Balm in Marshmallow. So it's a pinky tint, smells of marshmallows. It's quite a thick formula and keeps your lips lovely and hydrated. And again, it's not a pot, so you can just literally apply this to your lips without having to touch anything. So all those products should feed your skin and help you feel fresh and glowy for when you get off the flight. Tip number 2 is travel with any fragile items or luxury items that you care about in your hand luggage. Now I have learnt this the hard way. Unfortunately, my most expensive palette at the time, which was from Charlotte Tilbury, smashed in my main luggage, despite being packaged in a makeup bag amongst lots of clothes. So I was really disappointed about that. And since then, I've packed all my expensive palettes and anything I care about in my hand luggage. You can guarantee that your products will arrive in one piece. Third up, invest in a good toiletry makeup bag. Now this sounds easier than it is, but I think I have now found the holy grail. So I'm going to share that with you, and I'm also going to link another alternative for you in the product description. So this is my holy grail toiletry makeup bag, and it is amazing. I took this with me to Europe on a 6 to 8 week trip, and I fit everything I needed in with more than enough space. So even though this does look quite large, it replaces the need for a toiletry bag and a makeup bag and various separate bags. So essentially you're putting everything all in one place. So in this front pocket here is where I like to store my makeup. So I've got any makeup that I'm not too fussed about. It's not that breakable, it's relatively cheap. I pop that in here. Anything also like my mascaras and lip glosses. And then this section here holds your makeup brushes. The inside of the bag is amazing too, and it has lots of hidden pockets which hold products upright. So if you've got any oils, serums, anything that you're worried about leaking, you can store those upright in this bag. And I'll just empty a few of the things I've got in here. I've got face cloth, deodorant, a huge cleanser, shower gel, again another big serum, just so much stuff in here. I mean, I've got skincare, SPF, anything you can think of, and there's still space in this bag. So the next tip is a relatively simple one, and it's just to decant any large items into smaller containers or bottles. Of course, this is completely up to you, but it does save on space and weight, which means you can do some extra shopping with that extra space that you'll be having in your suitcase. Some products also come in smaller sizes, so Olaplex do some lovely small size products, like their shampoo and conditioner comes in 100ml bottles. And they've also got their oil, which acts as a hydrator and a heat protector, and the bottle's about this big, so amazing for travel. Colorwow also do some of their products in smaller sizes too. So this is the extra large Bombshell Volumizer Mousse, and obviously it's amazing for travel and getting that nice volume in your hair while you're on holiday. And another small option here is this fragrance from Away, absolutely perfect for travel. Another tip related to this one is consider whether you want to decant any of your larger items like moisturizer into smaller containers to bring onto your flight. This is in case of lost luggage. Luckily, my luggage hasn't been lost before. I really hope that it never is. But essentially, if your luggage is ever lost, it means that you have got things like a moisturizer just to keep you going for a couple of days or potentially the whole week, because, you know, a small size container will store a whole week's moisturizer in without you having to find a cheaper replacement or having to splash out again for another one, because your luggage will probably be found. Next up, another space-saving tip, and that is to invest in multi-use products. So I've got a few here. One idea is a blusher, highlighter, eyeshadow combination palette. So this is one from Pixie. So we've got our eyeshadows, our highlighters and our blush. I know Charlotte Tilbury also do similar look in a palettes where you've essentially got everything you need in one palette. You could also go for a blush, highlighter, bronze combo like this one in my Zoeva palette. Or if multi-use palettes are not your thing, then perhaps you can invest in some small travel size eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f. or MUA or Natasha Denona. So we have a neutral palette here from MUA. For the pops of colour, I've got a couple from e.l.f. Next up, a really simple tip, but protect your lips. So invest in a good SPF for your lips, because otherwise they will burn. I've had that happen to me so many times and I never seem to learn my lesson. But this year I am equipped with this. This is the Bondi Sands SPF 50 Lip Balm, and it's in Tropical Mango. So they do various scents and flavours. I've picked this one and I've linked them in the product description for you so you can choose which flavour is your favourite. So my final tip is about protecting your scalp and your hair. There's two things you need to remember. One, pack your hat. Make sure you don't burn your scalp. Protect any kind of bleached hair from the sun by wearing a nice hat like this. I always used to be worried about packing this because some of my hats used to get squashed and damaged. So the best way to pack this type of thing in your suitcase is to pop it in upside down and to stuff the middle bit of the hat with underwear, socks, bikinis, anything soft, and it will help the hat keep its shape and make sure it doesn't get damaged. You can also pop soft items underneath the brim of the hat so it keeps its shape completely. And finally, your hair is going to be getting enough heat from the sun, so pack your heatless curlers and avoid any excess heat. Here are mine here, super easy to pack, really soft, not going to get damaged. And also this will be perfect in every country. I don't have to worry about the plug, whether it's international, whether it's European, and I don't have to worry about hair damage. It's the perfect solution. So I hope that you found this video useful in some way and that it has inspired you for all your future holidays coming up. If you like this kind of content, please do like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. Well, I'm off to go and do some more holiday planning now, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.